Good afternoon, my lovelies. What it do, what it do, what it do. This Miss Yakov coming straight from that Spiker Star, aka the Messenger, aka the Virgo Goddess, aka the Daughters of Zion, aka that Topaz Gem Sapphire. Hey, listen, always have a message for you, but it's up to you to decide what Miss Yakov is trying to say. Remember, I'm just the outsider looking into your world, seeing things that you just don't see, okay? But dig this, the name of this is called A Misrepresentation of Love. She's in denial.
Someone once told me I was J-Lo, addicted to love with a broken picker. 3 failed marriages later, I was living that reality over and over like Groundhog Day. And then I decided to disagree. Someone once told me I was J-Lo, addicted to love with a broken picker. 3 failed marriages later, I was living that reality over and over like Groundhog Day. And then I decided to disagree. Someone once told me.
Let me just say this. I've been following her for a very, very long time. Okay? And let me just say this. A lot of people been trying to tell her in a roundabout way out of love. And for some reason, it never just sunk in. And you know, when man is puffed up with pride, when their hearts is puffed up with pride and ego and all kinds of filth and lust, that kind of consumed her. Okay, and she's in denial. She thinks that 3 failed marriages is love. Or she looks at it as a broken picker. That's not love. That's lust. That's lust. And it seems as though ever since she converted over to Judaism and took her behind down there to Jerusalem and Israel, that pussy became a hot box. It became a hot box. Now, she was supposed to have been married. Now, I don't know about her first husband, but she was supposed to have been married to Moshe Goshlani. Then, after that, she was also married to somebody else. And that didn't work out. But the whole thing with that is both of them are out of line because according to divine law, you're not supposed to marry somebody else's wife. Okay? And then on her part, it's adultery. Okay, yes, that's adultery. Okay, she's an adulteress. Okay, and she's puffed up. She's in trouble if she doesn't repent for her sins and come out of that. She's in trouble. That's not love. That's sin. Okay? She's getting this thing confused. But she's in denial. Okay? She's hiding her sin with love. No, you can't hide sin. You can't hide that. That is just plain sin. Both of her husbands shouldn't have even married her. She should have sent her back to her kid's father because her real husband is her kid's father. That's her real husband. That's who she became one flesh with and created a bloodline. Okay? So they should have sent her back to her baby father, her children's father. Okay? And then on their behalf, both of the guys is adultery. You're not supposed to marry somebody else's wife. Okay, and again, they converted over to Judaism, to this religion, and you know with this religion come with a lot of man-made rules, and they want to pick and choose. They want to pick and choose out of the Torah, okay? But she's in violation and she's hiding behind that, and deep down inside, and I can tell all in her face, she's not happy about that. She's not happy. She's broken and torn inside. The 3 failed marriages. People was trying to tell her, you need to slow your roll. You're turning into J-Lo. Instead, she wanted to carry on. She wanted to carry on. Now she's reliving it every day of her life that she's just like J-Lo. And even with J-Lo. But see, J-Lo wasn't converted over to no religion. Okay? J-Lo don't practice no religion. J-Lo was in her sins. Okay? This individual here, Daniela, she's practicing a religion. Okay? It's not a good representation to have 3 marriages, 3 failed marriages. How many commitments? How many commitments? And the thing about it is, God himself is going to hold her accountable for that. She's in trouble. She's soaking in her sorrows. 3 failed marriages. And she's hiding behind that, talking about love. A broken picker. No, sweetie, that's lust. That's what that is, lust and sin. That's exactly what that is, fornication and sexual immorality and adultery. That's what it is, sin, transgression of the law. She better get it together and get it together fast. And she has 2 beautiful children. I would hate to see her children go down on account of her. And she's the captain of the ship. But anywho, I'm about to get off this. It's the Daughters of Zion. Hey, listen. Know the difference between lust and love. You can't confuse lust with love. Okay? Those 3 marriages, those 3 failed marriages, that was plain old lust. It was not no love. And it wasn't no broken picker either. It was plain old sin. And she's in denial about it. Hiding behind it. She gotta face the heat someday. She thinks she's in denial now. Wait until God, her soul, is face to face with the Most High and confront her about those 3 marriages. It's not going to be so pretty. Not at all. Anywho, this is the Daughters of Zion. That Spiker star, the brightest star of the constellation. Okay? Listen, you can't call yourself a topaz gem, okay, and you treat your body like a cubic zirconia, okay? This is the Daughters of Zion, looking into your world, see things you just don't see. I'm going.